Hi guys and welcome to FXMS. So today we're just gonna look at the New Zealand Canadian dollar. So this cross pair, it's probably good potentially sell. Hi Rob. So guys, just for the new members, if you guys want to download our systems, I put the website here, www.fxmarketstrategyadmin. So you guys are most welcome for this. So right here, why the New Zealand Canadian is probably a good sell. Okay, that's probably good, something to discuss as a potential to fall. First of all, you have to look here at the New Zealand index itself. And if we go like this, just gonna put the clear one right there. You can see, so just for price action without anything, you can see this is just about to fall, right? It did get overbought with the stock market rally, overinflated stock market rally. Okay, it does not really represent a healthy economy, just inflated because the central banks of each country are just buying stocks and bonds and everything. Okay, so you can see this rally was extended. Should not be like this. Then it gave like one wave right here. Then it's ranging. Okay, this ranging, it's saying I'm not going back up so far. Okay, but it seems like it's gonna come down as New Zealand index. So really when you get a good sell after a big rally. Okay guys, so after a big rally, a sell is probably good. Okay guys, so that's probably potentially to fall, not to continue up. That's a potential to fall, not to continue up. Okay, if the stock market is going to continue up, inflated and going up really fast, this will make the New Zealand dollar go break to the upside again. But even if it does break, I don't think it's gonna go higher than this level. If it does, I don't think even it's gonna go much. So let's say if the stock market will break to the upside and continue going pushed up, which is possible, New Zealand may be ranging or going affected by the Chinese economy, and the stock market is gonna push to the upside. But even if it's gonna push, it's gonna push much higher. Okay, guys. At least for now, it needs one wave down then before it does continue to the upside. If we do look at the levels, okay, if you look at the FIBO levels right here, it did come very close to the 23.6 and just rest in here. Okay, to push up, probably it needs one more wave down first. Okay, it needs one more wave down, possibly to here or even low to this 50%. Okay, like this. This will give it a nice, not that much, nice momentum. Okay, to go up again. This technically will look better even if it does come down here and then it go back up. It looks much better technically. Okay, so that's a potential to fall. Okay, if the stock market will fall, this will crash. So if this stock market is gonna fall for any reason, then the New Zealand index is just gonna crash. Then this is gonna come really fast. Okay, guys. So that's in the daily. In the 4-hour time frame, you can see start giving kind of signals. It's gonna drop a little bit. Okay. If we go back to our system with support and resistance right here in the daily, you're about here, so you can come all the way down to this level or to the top right here as index. Okay, this index measures the strength of the New Zealand dollar against many other currencies, so it takes the average. Okay, So if you look at the MACD, it tells another story right here. You can see after this crash with the corona, this overinflated stock market, central banks are buying, affecting, and the Chinese economy reopening, affecting, and quantitative easing from the New Zealand government. Then you get all this rally. At the same time, the government was shutting down everything in New Zealand. Okay. Then lately they announced there is no coronavirus active cases in New Zealand. They start to reopen. Congratulations. Then right now you can see the MACD is given something like this, right? So the MACD is even showing you indication of potential fall. And that's in the daily. So daily is really strong. So even if it's not gonna crash, at least it's not gonna go against you badly, okay? So at least it's not gonna go against you very bad. So that's one thing. Then if we do look at the Canadian index, yeah guys, the sound is good, no problem. Alaikum salam, Shaheen here, Mr. Jason, good day. Rab, hi Rab. So guys, please just confirm if the sound is good, that's all. So you can see this has the potential to come, right? And that's in the 4-hour time frame. You can start even the MACD in the 4-hour time frame, so you start giving the signal from here. Okay, the daily only started today, which is given further indication that it's gonna go further down. Okay, if we do look at the Canadian index, you can see it's going up, but let's go on the daily, then let's see the range. So in the Canadian index, we have a different story. The Canadian index did crash with the coronavirus. Everything was ranging right here. Remember, guys, when I talked about this in the weekly forecast, a long time ago. Okay, I meant to make it black. Sorry. Okay, and that was a nice breakout. We talked about this one. Okay, so now it did come back to retest this level, which is about the neck breakout right from here. Okay, which is beautiful. Then start going back up. This is below the 61 in the retracement level, so it does have a potential to run all the way to the 50, 38 first, 50 then 38 level. So the Canadian index, it does have the potential for this. Then if you look at the MACD, it's also in the daily, it's telling you there is a continuous buy signal right here, and that's potential is gonna continue up. Okay. So if you look, the Canadian has a potential for the next 2 weeks to go up, and you have the New Zealand a potential to come down. Then if we go and we open New Zealand Canadian, we should see a nice signal. Okay, so this is a signal in the 4-hour time frame, and then the MACD is very consistent with it. Okay, guys, so that's a nice signal, and you have this level which has not been broken, and this is the low of it, which is about getting broken right now. Okay, so if this is broken, and it may break and just fall, or it may break and come to do retest. Okay, guys, you know about this. So if it does break and come back, so you're gonna find a break like this, coming back, not to reach the same level, just right here, then you get a crash about 150 pips or so. Okay, so you may get a scenario like this. Not necessarily have to happen this way, but that's a potential. But from what's happening right here, you can tell it's very close to crash. Okay, if everything is gonna go the same way we are discussing, if you look at the 1-hour time frame, you can see there was range, and that's why a lot of noise. But when you look at the 4-hour time frame, it started giving a nice signal from here, and you can see the 4-hour time frame in the ABC system. This, if you guys remember, I said New Zealand Canadian, Australian Canadian, those are very difficult to trade because the range, they move together many times, they have a correlation level. So but mainly the 4-hour time frame, you can always probably get profit out of them. See, that was a beautiful sell. Look at this. That's about 500 pips. 500 pips sell. Okay. So, and you look at the MACD, This MACD in the daily was nice. You get a really nice crash, right? Just the previous MACD, which was in January 17th, that was beautiful, nice sell. The previous MACD, which was here, that was beautiful. It did come down like almost 800 pips or so. Okay, the previous MACD here was beautiful. Okay, that's the MACD after running big, then started getting dark blue, dark green right here. So that was really nice also. If you look at the previous one, that was good. So if you look at the previous one, that was not too bad. Didn't make money in it, but it didn't lose also. If you look at this one, you know, this one was good. This one did come down a little bit, then it did raise back up. Okay, but still good. If you look at this one, was beautiful. This one he still made a little bit of money. So especially when you get the dark green bars after the green ones, and the MACD is really high. It's really high. When it's really high, it's like the RSI is way overbought. That's usually very good to sell. Okay, guys. Of course, was ABC giving you a signal right here, so that's a beautiful. If you guys want to swing a trade, that's probably a potential for a sell. This is a slow pair, is not very fast. You can see this MACD, this ABC system. So all the signals at that level, they were good. The ones that didn't work perfect, you didn't lose money in them. So if you're continuously doing this, it just need patience because this is for our time frame and this very slow. So also one more thing to look at, guys, is the Canadian economy will get so the Canadian economy will get very good numbers in the summer. Okay, so once things start to reopen in Canada, then they start building homes again and things are better. Then you're gonna get much better numbers in the economy from the Canadian economy. Okay. Then also we expect the oil to go up. So if the oil is going to go up, it's going to affect also the Canadian. Why maybe the stock market is just kind of settling, ranging, slightly going up. The oil may be trending up faster. So you can see the New Zealand Canadian is crashing much faster. Okay, guys. So that's a potential for a sell if you guys want to have a longer term sell, like for swing trade or something, but you have to know this is really slow pair because the New Zealand and Canadian they do correlate to each other. So okay, so you have to know this. Okay, if we do look here, so we can see the New Zealand and Canadian, right? No, right here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just make two lines so you guys can see them. So between those two lines, you can see the New Zealand and Canadian. Okay, so if you see in the monthly, guys, that's really important. This system is amazing, guys, if you want to understand really the market well. If you want to understand the trade forex, this system is really good. Okay, it's very important to know how to use it because it's not difficult. It's just you have to get trained in it. You have to have a little bit more experience. That's all, but it's not difficult. So let's have more training in it. This is monthly, so the monthly trend is down, and that's very important. Okay, then the weekly and the daily is up. So it means there was lately in the last month, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever, how many weeks, there was up move in the weekly. And of course, if the weekly was up, the daily is up. But recently, the 4 hour time frame did start a sell signal. So after a correction in the monthly downtrend, and there was a weekly and daily up wave, after that daily correction wave to the upside, the trend started to reverse in the 4 hour time frame to go back to the same direction as the monthly. So this could offer a continuation sell to the monthly trend after a big correction in the daily and the weekly time frames. I hope this is easy to understand. So when you see the monthly down, then you get a correction. So the global direction is going down. Then you see the minor trend is going up in the weekly and daily. Then you can see the 4-hour time frame start to reversing. So the 4-hour time frame is telling you now I'm going back to my monthly. I'm going back to my direction. Okay. So and you can see the 1 hour and all the other ones are going down. In the 1 minute it means no problem. Just just right now it's going up and down like this. But as long as this 4-hour is gonna stay down, is not gonna change back to up, this trade is still valid, still good. Okay, guys. Then you can see all the other trades the same way. You look at the monthly after a daily and weekly correction. Then once you see the 4-hour, so let's say this trade Australia and New Zealand. So Australia and New Zealand going up, 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 up. This I will not be interested to trade this one right now. It's not any promising, right? Let's look something like the pound dollar, guys. Okay. So I hope this is very clear. We're just gonna have another example here, like the pound dollar. Pound dollar is the same story, right? Monthly was down, but also the weekly is down. Okay, the weekly also is down. But daily, there was a strong up move in the daily, and we knew this when the dollar did crash. The pound dollar was trending up almost 1.27, right? Then yesterday or 2 days ago, we started a sell, and we have made lives about this one, and we specifically talked about euro dollar and pound dollar, both of them, right? Because we are taking a 4-hour signal after a daily correction, so it's really nice. It's very nice. And this going was a monthly trend. Don't go against the monthly trend unless you know what you're doing. Then if you're going the 4-hour time frame, the same direction as the monthly after the daily or weekly correction, most likely you're gonna run to big pips swing trading, guys, and that's the best time to enter. The best time to enter when this signal will start immediately. Okay. Of course, the 1-hour time frame signal sell is gonna show before the 4-hour time frame, right? But unless you're really good in technical analysis and super analysis in indexes and overall market and stuff, it's very dangerous to take the 1-hour time frame when this is a scenario. You should wait to get the 4-hour time frame first, then you take the 1-hour time frame signal after that. Okay, guys. So I hope this makes sense. Yeah, in the technical analysis, we said sell euro dollar at 1.14, and if it's gonna go higher, we're gonna sell it again, because we have a bigger look at the fundamental about why the dollar is weak. And Mr. Powell said that there is no negative rate, so the dollar will start to gain momentum. There is no need for the dollar to go in weaker, so that's why he said sell euro dollar, sell pound dollar, right? But if someone is not familiar with all that stuff, is not following fundamental, then he doesn't know the effect of the dollar and the speech of Mr. Powell. It will be too risky to just to see 1-hour time frame sell against the daily and weekly up, and you go sell it. It may be just a small correction, then it's going to shoot back up, right? But once you see the 4-hour time frame sell, then you're kind of okay. Now I'm gonna go with the monthly. After a big correction to the upside, I'm gonna catch this sell. It's gonna probably be beautiful. Okay, guys, that's a swing trading basis. If you're into swing trading, you probably should trade some stuff like this. Of course, each one has his own trading, but that's probably something to consider. Okay, guys, I hope this is good. We have Rob here saying news for Canadian isn't good tomorrow. You have to be kind of careful with what they say the news and the effect of the news. This all news stuff is kind of manipulated a little bit, right? So really, we're looking at big picture of fundamental, not very small specific news. Not all the news do have a big effect. Like, yeah, Mr. Powell last week said there is no negative rates bank. Today or yesterday, in the depends on which country you are in now, in the Bank of England meeting, they talk about negative rates as like bang for the pound. It's just pound is sold off badly. Just the idea of okay. So, and I do expect the pound to crash for this month and next month so bad. Then maybe in August we'll start to recover. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Jason. Hey, Daydreamer. Rock is asking about pound dollar. We already made a previous video about pound dollar. I think it's gonna continue to go much farther down. Okay, but it's always good to catch the best entry and the best time. Okay, guys. So the best entry and the best time. If we look at the other system right here, you can see the New Zealand today. This is good for intraday trading. Our BSA meter. Our members are here already know about it. Most of you guys have it already. So it will detect what's going on in the market. It will show you what is really strong, what is weak right now, and the indexes in a row like this. So right now I would buy pound New Zealand. This is probably a good buy. Okay, I see pound Canadian way oversold. Like, and this, this is not the long term, right? Like pound New Zealand right now, we're just gonna kind of scalp it because the New Zealand is weak. So right here, and I have to look here first. This is a little bit risky, you know. Of course, you guys, we always say only trade in New York and the London session. This is best money if you only trade something like New Zealand Canadian now. If you take a swing trade for a few days or a couple weeks or 3 weeks, it will not make a problem, I guess. But don't go trade pound New Zealand right now. I don't think it's a good idea. Pound, you should trade it only in New York or in London because you want a fast volatility over a short period of time, right? You're not going to get this now, so you're going to get just stressed. Okay, that's the system, guys, in the 15 minute and on our time frame here. So you have to have a system that you trust, right? We sold pound dollar right here today, pound dollar when it was really high after the news. Like, just we sold it right here, guys, just exactly right here. That was beautiful stuff. Because I knew that the news are gonna be negative. So this up move knew this is offering a really good sell opportunity. For the last video, guys, when you asked about the news effect of the pound, I told you it's gonna be negative, right? And before the news, we did close the bound trades. Then after the news, I just open one sell right here. Probably can show you guys the trade. Just 1 second, see if I can get it. Okay, guys, right here I got those some of the cells today. And if you guys watched the previous live streaming, one of you guys asked about the effect of the news in the pound. I told you guys negative. And also there was one question about a sale of pound Canadian. I said close it for the news. Okay. So those were the bound in the yellow. Those are the ones after the news. See the price here, 1.2530. And you look at the day today, right? That's the date right here. See this? That's the date. So right after the news, when it did shoot up, that was a really good selling opportunity. So we sold it right here at 1.2530 and just got some good pips right here. Then get out. The bound CAD we discussed yesterday, guys, if you don't remember, just gonna make it in green right here. So that's bound CAD sell. That was also good. Okay, so that was really nice, good. So those video we put even yesterday about pound Canadian, if it's gonna break to the downside today, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And EuroCAD guys also, whoever stayed in the EuroCAD was also nice. Here EuroCAD also, we said sell EuroCAD like this. Of course, you guys, you get a higher price and there's some better price, but that was also good like this. So bound was really good sell. And bound CAD also here again. Yes, Dow and DAX, special DAX has a lot of money. DAX is amazing, amazing, amazing. There is a lot of money in the DAX. So that's probably something to consider, but be careful, just crazy. See, this is it's very dangerous. You guys have to be aware of this. Okay. Of course, euro dollar is kind of stable. You trade it without fear because you know where it's gonna go. Technical analysis and the size of the movement and everything does not have much volatility. It has crazy volume. That's why it's very safe to trade. Okay. So that's the trades you guys talked about in the live video and how they're shown right here. Anyway, so we're just gonna jump back to our chart. That's enough here. Okay, that's the pound dollar. So let's talk more about the pound dollar. Okay, guys. Why is it showing like this only? So we gave actually in the weekly forecast we start saying sell bound from here if you guys do remember. And that was beautiful in the 1 hour time frame. So if you guys want to download the system, is available on our website. It's $249 per year, which has a 15% discount right now. And we give installation everything. So you guys, if you need any help by any means, you guys are most welcome. We're like one big team. So that was a beautiful say. You guys can see the system right here. Okay. Then that was a correction, right? Why this was a correction? Because potentially you may get the same scenario right now, right? And this is, if you guys remember, we have made the ABC pattern like this. We said, okay, we expect one, right? We made this one, right? Bang, and we expect the same size, right? Let's see if it was the same size. See if this works. That was 300 pips per BAP. Let's see how much is one. 268. If you go down here all the way, 275. It's very close. It does work. Okay. So possibly what we can expect, we expect a copy from this to the upside. Don't trade it, don't buy it. Okay. Don't take a buy in this one. It may come all the way or just to this level. Watch out, we have two scenarios right now, right? It may go up all the way or it must go up here. Then later we're gonna be interested to sell this one again. Okay guys, so I would prefer this scenario to happen only to here to 1.2630. Then from this level I would like to see one more wave down. Hopefully we can get the same size. So if we just make this a little bit smaller, and if we delete this one and we make a copy of this one, you just hit Control then drag it to make a copy. I don't know why they don't make it Control C. Anyway, so that's possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves we get. Okay guys, so watch out for something like this. This is too dangerous to buy, guys, too dangerous to buy. You would rather to sell that one because you will have more room to run to the downside. Okay. Hey Carlos, how's it going, man? Uh, you're most welcome from Texas. Just to let you know, Texas is the first state did impose a rule to have natural gas has a smell, because the first one they discovered the natural gas and they start using it in a school, there was no smell to it. Then unfortunately the gas did like leak, and it did go all over the school where there was kids sleeping. That's really long time ago, right? And the whole school like got on fire. So they made a law that they have to put something like egg smell in the gas, natural gas, and that's because this Texas accident. At that time, later on, then this rule was globally adopted, and all the gas in the world has to have this rotten egg smell. So when you have a leak, you'll be able to detect it and smell it very quick, and you take action. So that was something to share about Texas. Uh, cool, man. You're most welcome. Okay, guys, so that was about New Zealand Canadian. If you guys do have any question, we can discuss overall. We can discuss. What we do share here, guys, is just opinions, right? Nothing guaranteed for sure. So please make your homework. If you see something you like, either from me or from any of the members, you are most welcome to use it and share it. If you do something, if you see something doesn't go with your analysis, please don't trade it and don't take it, right? So avoid any trade or any idea is not going with your own analysis. It's your hard work and money. It's all your money. So really, the profit goes to you, and the loss also goes to you. So you want to be in the profit side. So do something you feel comfortable with. So the result is not gonna, hurt your feelings. Okay, guys. So if we that's maybe happen right like that, but don't sell pound dollar right here. That's not a good sell. Good sell start one at the top right there like that. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. Euro dollar probably it will have a smaller movement, very small movement here. Then will continue falling down. Okay, guys, like this. Euro dollar actually should come down all the way here. That's where it should be, in this area right here. Should never be here. This is inflated, guys. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Bitcoin is, of course, fallen. Yeah, so look. Bitcoin may be coming down to 7,000 soon before it does make any rally up. That's possible, but I don't think it's gonna crash further down. But you guys, if you look at the daily, the MACD has been respected also here. After you have a big daily MACD here, it goes down, right? That was a big MACD right here. It did come down. That's a big MACD is coming down. So it may not come down all the way, but it looks like it's gonna come down. And also in the 4-hour, in the daily time frame, you do have a sell signal. Okay. In the 4-hour time frame, it's coming down after touching this resistance level. Okay. Okay, going back our New Zealand Canadian, what's happening right here? It's kind of staying the same place. So this is really, really slow, guys. Okay, very, very slow. So please, guys, if you do have any question, feel free to ask the question so we can discuss it together. Please don't forget to hit the like button as well. Okay, guys, so we'll just yeah, the system is really easy to use and read, very easy. We also offer installation, so if you want us to install it for you for the annual package, so the annual package is $249 per year. It comes with like installation assistance, so we'll install it for you. Also have like a 1 hour online meeting through Zoom or something. We'll show you how to use it and trade it. It's really super easy, nothing difficult at all. So how does it work? Sorry guys, just have to answer the question. Basically, this system right here, it will scan the market for you. It will tell you what is really strong and what is really weak. Okay, guys. So you guys, probably one good thing is to show you. I'm just gonna open one Excel sheet and show you how to understand this system, because without explaining this, probably you're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. So just 1 minute here. I'm gonna open Excel sheet and show you guys how to do it. Oh, you know what? I just have it made before. Just 1 second here. Okay, guys, so I got this one. I'm just gonna share the screen right here. Okay, guys, now you should be able to see the new screen of the Excel sheet. You are most welcome, my friend. No, we prefer not to trade in outside of London or New York, and I will explain this to you guys. Okay, I will explain this to you now. We prefer only certain times to trade, actually. So let's explain this one. So very simple. So please, you guys, some people already know this stuff, so please have a little bit more patience, because I know it's kind of simple, but just some people already know it. So please have some patience. So let's say we are trading dollar Canadian. Okay, I don't want you to look at dollar Canadian as one currency. I want you to look at them as just two different people. Okay, so two guys. One guy, let's say this is a USD CAD. Let's just give it a name, any name. So let's say James. Okay, and this one, let's name it uh, John. Okay, guys, just any names. So let's say James is same weight, okay, as John. So what's gonna happen if you have this swing and they sit beside each other? If James is, let's say, 50 kilo, or you guys in the States I know use a pound. Okay, so 50 kilogram and John is the same weight. So really in this swing nothing is gonna happen. They're gonna just keep ranging, right? So if they're equal, and this is kind of medium, is not very weak, is not very strong, and that's medium, you're gonna get both of them to be equal, right? What happens if James get to be, go to McDonald's and start going through some junk food and stuff, and his wife knows how to cook, then he gets to be really heavy, okay? Then he will be 100 kilo. What's gonna happen is gonna come down, right? Then once you have this in James' side, which is the dollar in that case, is going down, what's gonna happen in this overall, you're gonna see the trend for the dollar CAD is going down as the scale is going down in this direction, right? You're gonna see James is down and John is a little bit up. What happened if John start losing weight, then he will become only 35 kg. This is just numbers, guys, okay? Then he's gonna even go higher, right? So when you have, in this case, super down for James and super up for John, you're gonna find really strong trend in this direction. The USD is very, very strong and the Canadian is really, really weak. So that's gonna be a super down, super trend, okay? The previous case, when James was strong, but John was still at 50 kilogram, then the trend was down, but was not very, very strong. Okay, so you have three cases now. Both are equal, and that's you don't want to trade. The market will be ranging. Okay, guys, so this will be ranging. You don't want to trade this market. That's very bad. Okay, that's a ranging market. And then the second kind of trend, when it's medium size trend, so that's kind of medium. That's okay to trade, but that's not the best. And then the third kind, you will have a very strong, very, very super trend, very strong trend, okay? And that's what you want. That's what you want, okay? So how can you catch these things? Okay, guys, if we go in more details right here, and so let's say first, if the dollar, is this clear, guys? Any problem with this stuff? Is there any problem? I hope this is clear so far, okay? We'll just, okay, so if the dollar is going up and the Canadian is medium, then the final score is USD CAD, its direction is up, but up slowly, not up very strong, right? So up slowly, not very strong. Then if you do have the dollar is medium and the Canadian is medium, then it's going to be ranging. If you have the dollar down and this is medium, then the result of USD CAD is going to be going down, okay? And this is all the cases, guys. So that's what's going to happen to the trend if a situation like happens. So we are really interested in two cases. So if we do look at this right here, let's make it a little bit bigger. That's probably good. So if the USD is going up and also Canadian is going up, let's say the dollar index is going up and the oil is going up, you have good news from Canada, you have good news from the United States, both of them are going up, really is gonna range, is not good. So there is not much money in this one. Then if you have the USD is going up but the Canadian is medium, okay, then the USD CAD is gonna go up because the USD itself is stronger than the Canadian. However, the Canadian is stronger, so EuroCAD maybe is going down. So maybe I will be selling EuroCAD, so I will be selling the Euro against the Canadian because Euro is really weak, right? Okay, so now I'm buying the Canadian. When I go to the Canadian, look at the USD. The Canadian is strong compared to the euro, but is weak compared to the dollar. So I will buy USD CAD. If someone doesn't understand, he will tell me you're hedging Canadian because you're buying it in one side and you're selling it in the other side. I will say, no, I'm not hedging it. Okay, because the strength comparison between the three currencies, the euro and the Canadian and the dollar, is different, right? And each one has a different strength. So I'm actually not hedging it. I'm buying it comparing to a euro, which is really weak, and I'm selling it comparing to the dollar, which is very strong. So I'm doing the right thing in this case, is not hedging, okay? And both cases should win. At the same time, I'm buying Canadian and selling Canadian, and both of them are going to be winning, okay? And that's, you guys are going to find this a lot in bound Japanese yen and bound Australian. You're going to find that you can buy the bound Australian and sell the bound Japanese yen, and both of them win. Okay, if you understand this really good, you're going to be able to trade the market like this. Okay. Also, this stuff is really important if you guys want to do really good management of accounts and you know how to do hedging. If something goes wrong, you'll know exactly which pair, which lot size, where to hedge, how to hedge, all that stuff. I know, guys, many brokers allow hedging, but just in overall idea, you don't have to hedge with the same pair. You can hedge with other stuff. So if you do understand this, you're going to be able to hedge bound Canadian with bound Australian or bound New Zealand, and that's okay. If you do understand the volatility daily range for bound Canadian against bound New Zealand, and you understand this strength stuff, then you're going to be able to actually do hedging within your account if things go wrong. Okay, guys. Then really there's two cases, super down and super up. That's what we only want to trade. So if the Canadian is going down severely and the dollar is just rising a star, then really the USD CAD is gonna crash. Just like 2 weeks ago when I said in the weekly forecast, USD CAD is overvalued by 600 pips. USD CAD is gonna come from 1.41 to 1.33 area. It did go, okay. Why? Because I expected the dollar to come down, same time Canadian to go up, so there was a super crash. I expected this one super down, USD CAD in this case, right? Then that's why I was telling you guys this is way overvalued. It should go about 600 pips, and it was, right? Not saying that is what the forecast is correct all the time. No one can predict the market 100% all the time. This will be like BS, right? Just saying that's gonna help you a lot. Then if the opposite is happening, you're gonna get super up. If the Canadian oil is going really, the dollar index is going up and the oil is crashing with the CAD, then you're gonna get a very strong up move in the USD CAD. Okay, guys, so that's really, really important. A lot of people will trade the range of market and they're gonna end up in loss. So don't trade the range of market. They're bad, they're lost, they're not gonna make money. And don't waste too much time trading the up or down, down. Focus on the super down, super up. So you always want super down and super up. That's where the money regarding the currency itself. We want one more thing is where the volume and volatility. Volume and volatility was in London, New York. So try only to trade those 2 times. Don't trade any other time in the day. Is not worth it. Very little money. Trend is bad. It's not good. It always goes against the trend in London, New York, so it's terrible. Okay, guys, so really the big money will be all the time in London, New York times, so you want volatility over, okay, guys. Okay, so that was for this one. So you guys want volatility over time. I think I said that before many times, but we can say it again, no problem. So for your page 2 right here. Yeah, so if we do open a new one here, yeah, so Carl's saying here currency strength indicator, it's indexes strength indicator, comparing them to each other and understanding in full technical which one is good, which one is bad. So one more thing here, I'm just gonna switch something else after. If we go, guys, what we want is volatility over time. Okay, so if we go, just bring this back right here. So basically what you do want, okay, let's say this is our chart right here, and this is right here is volatility, and that's time. Okay, guys, if you have the choice to trade something like this one, so this is gonna move here. Just to give you an example, just to make the idea clear, that's all. Let's say this is gonna move 1000 pips. Okay, guys. So this is gonna move 1000 pips in let's say in 3 days. Just an example, guys, okay? And you have another option where something is gonna move in 20 days, okay? Only 150 pips. Okay, guys? So which one would you prefer to trade? The 20 days or the 3 days one? Right? I think all of us do agree you're gonna waste. Opportunity cost is really high here because the money you're investing in something in 20 days is gonna move 150 pips. You can have invested it multiple times and the one is gonna move 1000 pips in 3 days. So that's how you be in the best trade. You want in daily turn to get to a very volatile market, high volume is moving fast. You want something is gonna give you, but that's risky business. Why? Because you want something is gonna give you the high volatility, which is a super trend. So how you can determine this to be here and not here? And also we have the third case, which is the range of market. Sorry guys, just 1 minute. I have to plug my battery because it's gonna die. And we have a third scenario where it's terrible bad one. Really. Okay, guys, so that's a super trend. Okay, that's just a trending. Okay, and that's ranging. That's probably bad. You don't want to be in this market, right? So really in ranging, you're gonna end up being in loss. And super trending, you're gonna make the best money. And whatever is gonna be only trending, you're gonna be wasting your time and your money. All this you need to pay. That's the currency itself. taking time in consideration, then you need to trade only, okay, London and New York, and it's better to only trade New York. Okay. Okay, guys. So trade only London time and New York session. It's better to trade only a New York session. Okay. So don't go, because this is our mentality. Our forex system strategy is based on we want to catch this. That's where the money is. We want to get in, we want to get out. So one of the secrets is to trade within certain time. The second secret we do have, so we're just gonna move from this. Are you guys done with this? Any question before I move out here? Okay, guys. So there is no question so far, I guess. So just gonna switch to the chart to see this stuff right here. Okay, guys. So now we are back to the MT4. What systems we do offer to get you in this? Right here, you can see is giving you the New Zealand is really weak. Okay, so we are not going to take this trade right now, but if that was New York time and that was for me a good high volatility time, I will take this New Zealand, and as against the pound, New Zealand is really weak and the pound is strong. Then what I do after, I will not just go blind and buy and sell. I will go to the pound New Zealand chart first. Okay, guys. So number one, you can look here, see the pound New Zealand. Then you go open the pound New Zealand chart right here. Then you put this system. Okay. Then whatever time frame you're gonna use. See, that's initial start of a signal. Okay. That's in 15-minute time frame. So if that was New York time, I would like to take this signal with a small stop loss right here, like this. Especially I do have the first green candle right here. Okay, then I will take a target with, I can let the target run just like from here all the way to come back here, or I set a certain take profit like 100 pips, 150 pips. Okay, or you can keep trade until the first red candle appear like this one. I'm just explaining the system now. I'm not giving this as a signal, but this is the two steps you do it. First, you go see the, that was pound Australian, but it's like pound. See, even pound New Zealand is better because pound New Zealand. See, guys, the difference between pound New Zealand and pound Australian. Pound Australian is really weak right here, but pound New Zealand is better right here. Okay, guys, so this is pound New Zealand. If you were to buy this one, let's say I'm gonna open a buy right here, just 0.1. Okay, just show you guys how does it work, right? So number one, we're checking the VSA power meter, which is a market scanner. It's gonna tell you what's strong against what's weak. Then that's gonna give you the stop loss. Okay, now this is giving you for this time frame the major trend is up and the price cloud is up by signal at 1.9358. 63, just about the same price. Okay, then the stop loss at 1.9343. Okay guys, I'm just guys showing you how does it work. So I would recommend not to trade now only in London, New York, but that's how it would work like this. Then you take your profit to put it right here, you know, like this. So that's how you catch a super strong trend. I hope this does make sense. Okay, so I'm not recommending you guys to trade now. We only trade London, New York. So this time only you are giving us educational stuff, and not really for trading probably. One more thing you're gonna probably find is going up. It's probably Euro New Zealand also. Okay, if you go down our time frame, that's probably gonna go up a little bit. Okay. That's probably has a little bit more up to go. So this possibly can go up to here a little bit higher. Okay guys, so any question right here so far? Because I'm gonna move to another and we talked about the New Zealand index coming down. You guys can see it's coming down here back. It's pushing further down. So we'll see. Yeah, the system does have a place for stop loss, and this you can also control. So sorry. One more thing is you can control the stop loss. You can increase the stop loss area. So you can show the stop loss or you can delete it. So I don't make the screen because I just use this for analysis. So I just take this off like that. Then it will show you the stop loss. Then you can increase it or decrease it. Okay, these stop losses right here, SL, and you can increase the stop loss. See guys, you can increase it, but at whatever level you want right here, then it will increase. Stop loss is optimized to stay in the best place so you don't hit it. Of course, this will depend on the time frame. So if you go 1 minute time frame, then you're gonna get a lot of signals. It's going crazy up and down, right? So the higher time frame, let's say 1 hour or half an hour, then it's gonna be, see this, it gives you the signal right here, but it gives you stop loss right here, like this. Okay guys, so this is just explanation guys of how to use the system. Some pairs work do better than the others. Like this one, I don't have the signal to be shown here, but if I go like this and I say true, then this is gonna show right here. See, that's where you put the stop loss. Okay guys, is there any other question? Yeah, it does give you the entry. So it gives you the entry. If let's say euro dollar right here, if I will go show re-entry, and also give you re-entry for continuation. You can also send notification to your email or to your cell phone. Okay, so if you look at this chart here, it gives you entry price 1.1249. Okay, and this will depend on the time frame. So if you go to 1 hour time frame, the entry is going to be different, right? So the entry 1.234, and that will be a continuation signal, which is the latest signal here. So that was the initial signal, that was a continuation signal. So the initial, because after every signal you take profit, you get out. When there is a new continuation signal, the system is going to generate a signal right here. It's going to give you the entry and the stop loss. But the difference, this is going to be like a hollow and this is going to be solid. So you can see the difference between this arrow and that one. So the system will give you the entry, will give you the signal, will give you the direction, will give you stop loss, but it doesn't show here a take profit, because take profits you can determine by by pair volatility, support and resistance. So if you want to add some stuff to it like support and resistance, you can, like that one. See right here, you can add support and resistance for our 1 hour time frame. So when you come back from here, you take the signal, you will know the first support right here like this. If you go down, like if I delete this one, if I go down like this here, then I can know this is my second support. So if you want to trade support and resistance for profit taken and the system for entry and the stop loss, this will work. I found this to be kind of effective, okay? Because we know, we all agree the price does respect support and resistance. So it's probably a good idea to trade this way, okay? So the system does give you this. I should keep it because I take it away. We have options here. You can turn them on and off. It depends. Also, you can get notifications right here. So also you can put alert, right? So every time there is a signal in whatever time frame, if you've been watching, then you'll get a message on the screen, you get a message in your phone, you get a message in your email. All the stuff is possible, right? So you can be watching, then you can determine if this is a good signal or no. You can, if you want to swing a trade and you get emails, if you put your trading system running in some of the like servers or something. So that's how it works. Yeah, you can scalp the 5 minute. Yeah, first Carlos was asking here, do you trade during major news? Well, it depends if you can know the fundamental behind the news. If you can kind of determine the fundamental behind the news and it goes with your technical, then yeah, why not, right? It all goes back also to risk management. If you're gonna trade some reasonable lot size, then even if it does go wrong, it's not gonna hurt you. So it depends on each one, is experience, which pair, the price level, all that stuff. So there's a lot of things to consider, but really news where the money is also. So you kind of have to be good in this. You just have to be. It depends also if you're getting just scalping intraday or if you're swing. If you know how to do hedging, if things go wrong, it depends on a lot of stuff. So each one is free to manage how he wants, but it's good to learn more. Even if you're gonna use hedging, it's good to know about hedging. If you're not gonna use whatever method, it's good to know about it. Okay, I hope this answers the question. So yeah, today we traded the bound news and it was really good. Sam's asking here, can you scalp the 5 minute? Yes, and I would recommend you guys if you want to scalp. Some pairs are better than the others. I'm gonna open you guys here. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna open you guys 5 minute chart. Show you how good it is in scalping 5 minutes, right? Okay, guys, that's okay, guys. If it shows like this, you just open it and you maximum fill the cloud bars, you increase this number. But if you do increase it for so many charts open at the same time, it's gonna slow down your computer. I just had to buy a gaming laptop with 16 RAMs, like 2.4 with turbo processor, like it goes up to 4 giga processor. So for this stuff, so it works really good. I would recommend you guys if you're into this stuff and you can afford such a laptop with 16 gig RAM and turbo processor, like gaming laptop is going to be really nice. It's a little bit expensive, but really for the value you get is good. So you can see this is only 5 minutes in oil, okay? And you don't take this arrow signal, you take the cloud change color, okay? Or you wait for the color change. It depends on what you want, okay? Also, you can use support and resistance with it. But anyway, so really, if you go, just look at a little bit at the back to see how it's going. Overall, right? You have to know there's some good and some bad trades, but overall, you can determine by yourself. So we're just gonna go back a little bit, few days. So we can go together over the system and see how. Of course, the bigger time frame is going to be more accurate. I'm just showing you guys 5 minutes, right? So that's probably enough. Okay, let's start with here. Okay, so after a rise, price start coming back down. If you get into here, of course, when you trade 5 minutes, you will just get like 50 bips. Target was 20 bips stop loss, and you get out. That's it. Then it's like if you sell here, that's okay, probably. Okay. If you take this one, it's okay. It's not the best. Here, maybe a small loss. This one probably good, nice one. This one ended up, if your stop loss was like here, maybe it will work out good, right? This one possibly okay. This one is possibly okay also here. Some good and bad here, but this one was really good. This one probably okay. This one was good. This one okay. So really, there's one more thing to tell you guys. When you are scalping the 5 minute, try to scalp with the direction of the 4-hour time frame. Because we know the oil at that time is going up. Then any coming down is just a correction. So you really don't want to trade any sell. You want to take only the buy. Unless it comes to a resistance level that you expect and start to get a reversing, or the stock market is reversing, then maybe you take a sell. So just if you have a little bit more idea about how the oil is correlated to the stock market, and you have listened to some analysis if the oil is going to go up or down, and the signal in the 4-hour time frame, so it's going to give you a better way to scalp also. So if I was to trade the 5 minute, I would take only the buy in this case, because we knew the oil is going to go probably above 50. I've been saying this in the forecast. Okay, so take this buy only. If this takes sell is okay, but if you take this buy, it will work really good. So after some good and bad, you're gonna get some really good ones. So this one was 237. Okay. This one like that, this one. So the good thing about the system, also we didn't say that many of these ranging ones are going to be outside of London, New York. In London, New York, you're going to get a lot of trending, and these signals are not going to show with you in London, New York, because it's going to be a high volume rate. That's one thing also take in consideration. We're showing here all the signals, including out of London, New York time. Okay, then you get this signal right here. You get that buy. You get this signal. Okay, like this, you're gonna get some good trades. Okay, let's trade the 15 minute. You're gonna get much better, right? See, the signals are better in the 15 minutes. It's nicer. See, it's nicer, much nicer right here. Okay, even this one can. Okay, it's okay. It's much nicer. See this one right here. If you took this one and you didn't get out, or even if you get out here after 150 pips is good. Then after you get out here, you see a correction going back up. You catch it again, right? If I have this continuation, it's going to show you. See here, it did show another signal right here with a stop loss, and that's it. And they give you the price, entry price. This is. So it will give you the directions up. It also gives you the measured direction, so you know here, if you would, let's say 1 minute time frame. See guys, that's a good thing here. This measured trend, it will determine if this is going up as a measured trend is going up or going down. If you see the measured trend is going up, then this price cloud is going down, then probably you don't want to take this trade. You want to take only the up one. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. So if you trade the 15-minute time frame, of course, the bigger the better. If you go the 1 hour time frame, it's probably better, right? In the longer term, is much better. Even if you're gonna have some losses, they're gonna be small because the stop loss is always small. So this system gives you the best entry. Then you have your determination with overall market, view. If this is a good buy or a good sell. If you can also add your understanding to the market, to the signals. The signals is optimized to give you the best risk to reward. Smallest stop loss to the biggest target, best area, has a lot of filtration. Okay, but if you also have a little bit of view for yourself, this will be good. Then we have another system right here. Is there any question, guys, about this one? The system win and loss ratio is above 70%. Also depends on the time frame you're using. Okay, and it depends on the market time. If you're going to use it only in New York and London, you're going to increase your percentage ratio also. Okay, so one more thing to look at is this system right here, which is a trend analyzer dashboard. You guys can trade this one without looking at anything else. We talked about the pound dollar earlier today. So pound dollar, let's say this monthly was going down. Okay, so the monthly is going down. Then the weekly also is going down. In the daily, you recently had like a buy. Okay, let's see the pound dollar right here first. So just to explain this. So this is the pound dollar, okay, guys? So imagine this is the pound dollar chart. So the monthly is going down. Okay. So you have the monthly trend is going down. Then you do have the weekly, and before also a couple days it was the daily also, right? The day, I think. Let's see here. I think the weekly is showing down. I think the weekly is down. Also weekly is down with this one. Okay. Then the daily is up. So let's see this again. So the monthly is down, the weekly is down, the daily is up. So how does this work? So this is the monthly down, okay? Then the weekly is also down, okay? So the latest weekly move was like this, okay? So that's also the weekly. Then the daily trend was up. So you get an up move in the daily like this one. Okay, this daily did continue for few more days with momentum, then the weekly will change to up, but it didn't reach this level yet. Okay, so the daily did go up, but not to a level to make the weekly up. Of course, the weekly, if it doesn't continue going up for a longer time, then the monthly is going to go up, but that's going to take forever. So after this, you're going to get the 4-hour time frame. So the H4 giving you start red, start sell after it was buy. Okay. So first, of course, if the daily is down, is up, for sure the 4-hour time frame was going up. But recently we noticed that the 4-hour time frame is going down. So the day that you get the 4-hour time frame to go with the monthly and the weekly against the daily, you knew the correction of the daily done. So this signal right here was the signal of something very important. This signal, so very, very important signal. To give you what? The daily correction was done. So the daily bound USD up wave correction was done. That's it. Okay. So once you get this signal after a daily buy right here, the correction at the daily was done, you start selling the bound. That's why for the last 2 days, 3 days, I have been given bound CAD, bound dollar, bound franc sales. If you guys check on our YouTube channel, you're gonna find the last 3 days just saying sell the bound, sell the bound, sell the bound. Why? Because the 4-hour time frame started to give a sell signal to go with the weekly and go with the monthly against the daily correction wave. So this does have a potential to fall very fast because it's going with the daily and the monthly after a nice correction in the daily time frame. So let's see the bound dollar right here. Let's see the 4-hour time frame. Okay guys, I'm just gonna make it very clear. I'm gonna take our system off. And look at the daily. So this is the monthly right here. Okay, of course, if we go even monthly. Right here. This. Okay, guys, so this is the monthly anyway. This is the monthly we talked about, right? And also in the weekly is down. Okay, the weekly didn't have enough to go up. So the weekly, this is the weekly, is downtrend right here. Okay, but if you look at the daily, see this daily up move? That's the monthly, guys. That's the weekly, okay? And both of them going down still. It didn't break above this one to go. Then if the daily, look at the daily, it was going up, right? That's the direction we said is going up. That's bound. That's probably old stuff. That's probably should be sell. So then once we get the 4-hour time signal, again is the daily, going with the monthly and the weekly about 2-3 days ago, that's when we start to say sell bound dollar. Okay. I hope this does make sense, guys. Okay. So if we just bring this down to make it easy. Doesn't want to come down. Okay, no problem. So now I hope this does make sense. If we want to look at it better, so that's it. That's the monthly down. That's the daily. Sorry, that's the weekly. Okay, so we can put it here so you guys. So that's monthly. Trend is down. Just some people will come to watch the video later on, then they may not catch it. So monthly trend is down, and that's weekly. Trend is down. Okay. But the way the daily was up, okay. So the daily trend is up, then H4 started sell signal. Okay, guys. So we are right here now. So this has a potential to come all the way down, okay? So why the 4-hour time frame was very important signal, okay? Because the daily bound dollar was up, wave correction was done, okay? So the daily pound dollar up wave correction was done. That's why the H4 signal was coming after a big correction to the upside to go along with the weekly and monthly trend. That's the importance of this one. So if we do go back to the system and you only focus to look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things right here, 4 things right here, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, then this one, then I can actually, without looking at the chart, pound dollar, using the system only, I can sell this one. Okay, and just you guys can do with everything. Euro dollar, monthly is down, weekly, daily up. Yes, the euro dollar was gone from 1.07 to all the way 1.14, 14, even 20. Then what happened lately for the last 3-4 days? Start coming back down. So the monthly trend is down. Weekly and daily was a strong up move. It was strong enough to change the weekly to the upside. Why here didn't change the amount? Because the up wave in the euro dollar was not strong enough. Okay, it was very weak compared to the long-term trend in the monthly and the weekly. That's why euro dollar, it did give you a buy in the weekly, but the pound dollar didn't give you a buy in the weekly. Both of them had a buy in the daily. Later, both of them are going down short against the dollar. Okay, so both of them going down. So 2 days ago, when the euro dollar started coming down for our time frame, that was a sell, beautiful sell. Why it's beautiful sell? Because it's going with the monthly trend, which is something super strong. Against weekly, daily correction wave has been completed. So that was a beautiful sell. That's how you can detect really good market analysis, how you become really good in catching swing trades, catching reversal trend directions. And that's only, guys, moving averages. You can use also SR, which is really good and strong. You can catch signals, reversal and stuff, just from compare monthly to weekly, daily. Then look at the chart if you have to see what's going on. That's really, really good stuff, guys. Okay. Hey guys, the system is available on our website if you would like to download it. I'll put the website right here. Okay, guys, so the system is like Netflix. Okay, you pay so $249 per year, and the good news is you access all systems, custom indicators, and EA. Okay, no extra cost, guys. You access all of them, no extra cost for all of this. Also, all updates are free. We do a lot of updates, and all new systems are free. Okay, guys. There is no hidden fees by any means. Just because I know a lot of people will get you on stuff like this, then you get a lot of hidden fees and stuff. Australia, New Zealand green all day, all the way. What is the system? Win loss? Yes, we done with this one. Okay, guys, is there any question you would like us to discuss right here? It's been 1 hour and a half. I was actually determined to just go for half an hour, talk about New Zealand, Canadian, but we get into a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys, this was a benefit for you. So if you guys want to join the website and our systems, you're most welcome. I put the link in the description and also in the chat here. And it's $249 for 1 year. We talked about this already. So it's really good and competitive, and it's not really expensive for you guys. Okay, guys, thank you. It was my pleasure joining me today. I hope you guys, this was a benefit for you. And you guys did catch anything and benefit for you. Okay, guys, best luck, and I hope you can come tomorrow in London, your network session, look at the market and see what's going on. If you can catch some bips, will be nice. You're most welcome, Rob. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, guys, all of you have a wonderful day. And goodbye, guys. Yes, we do accept PayPal. Actually, so far, the only thing we do accept in the website is PayPal. But if someone cannot accept PayPal, then we do have Square and other stuff. but our recommended method so far is PayPal. Okay. Later on in August, guys, we're gonna have expansion for signals. So we're gonna have we are developing signals to be in app, like phone app. Also, we're gonna have like account management and educational courses and stuff. But we're trying to make them like professionally produced and to have a lot of valuable material and educational stuff. So there is expansion going on. So just slowly, we're just a small company overall. Yes, it's not a big company, but a very smart and intelligent team with us, especially software guys. They're really good. Okay, Carlos, you're most welcome, my friend, to join. And please let me know. Then we can help in installation also. Then we can set online education a little bit. Just show you how the system works if you'd like to. Thanks, Shaheen. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Okay, goodbye.